see. Oh, is that? Oh man, I always gotta turn this thing on manually. Stupid. There we go. There we go. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's coffee and archery time. I got my new Prime hat that Prime sent me. It's pretty cool. I'm digging the new hat. That looks pretty sweet. And then I don't know why this camera kind of. I got two camera weird issues here. This one went down. This one's going to go up. There we go. I think that's a good happy median. Good happy median. Day 7 of COVID. Still stuffed up. But whoa, I just somehow messed up my camera. Wow. That's great. That's just so wonderful. There we go. All right. Top of the morning, y'all. Coffee's good. Deer Camp coffee. Except my mug is worn out, but I drank too much. What's up, David? Day 7 of COVID, and I'm still stuffed up. But getting through it little by little here. It sucks being stuffed up, though. I tell you that. I like being able to breathe, you know? I really tend to like to be able to breathe. Anyway, I've been reorganizing this live setup here for you guys. It's been fun. I definitely have the TikTok one down pretty good. It looks pretty good, I think. A little more cleanup in the background, but the YouTube one, it's okay. I think we're good with it here. This isn't the best camera, but I do have it situated now where both cameras are stacked so that we don't have to look left and look right anymore, to talk to people and kind of keep it in the middle. What's up, Drew? Bugsy. Just having some coffee and talking archery for those who want to chat. Just been that's a good idea, bros. I should throw some Vicks in there. It's weird though, because I feel like the whole process of COVID is interesting changes, and I've had it since last Sunday, and in that process, I started with just being real tired, and then I went into fever, then I went into headaches, then I went into whatever. So and now I'm out of all that, but I'm in like this stuffed up, jammed up area where I can't really seem to get out of. But good morning, everybody. I just wanted to do a quick coffee chat in the morning here, fireside coffee chat here if we want to talk any archery stuff. But I do want to make some announcements since I have a lot of people on specifically on TikTok. For all the members, if you are a member, we are doing the Hoyt VTM 31 giveaway coming up, and I believe it's the first weekend of February. So if you're not a member, join the subscription at the top. Very simple, and you get an automatic entry into that bow. If you are a member and want a bonus chance, go ahead and send a Galaxy, and I'll add you to the list. We have Jameson came in last night and bought 10, so that was really nice of him. Yeah, I would think I'm on the very tail end of this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping. Ooh, you're going to like that Omnia, Devin. That's really exciting, my friend. That train's a nice bow. Did you already sell it? You going to keep it? What are you doing with that train? It is a nice bow. You might want to keep it as a backup. Get it decked out, make it look sick. What do you guys think of this cool Prime hat they sent me? I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, this is a sweet looking hat. I'm going to have to wear this on the show. I also don't know if you guys realize this, but I have probably 350 hats. Like, it's unbelievable. I have probably every Prime hat ever made. I have every BHP hat ever made. I have every Bowtech hat ever made. I have Elites. I have Bowtech. I actually kind of like Bowtech hats a lot because what they do is awesome, Drew. Make sure you use that code BHP 2024 to get your discount on that EV if you're going to buy it online. Yeah, Bowtech has this one. It's kind of cool. And I feel like they do a good job of doing these cool patches with like these sceneries, and I really like that. I don't know why. I like this one a lot. This one with the camo and the color patterns, they hit this one out of the park. But Bowtech does a really good job with these patches. I don't know who designs these for them, but they do a really good job on these. I think they look so cool. No problem, Rad. If you want to send it over to bowhunterplanet@gmail.com, I can take a peek at it, but it better be cool. It's all I know, because the quiver market's a hard one to break into. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, good job, Devin. That's cool. At least someone's getting it. Oh man, stuffy stuffed. Yeah, so I didn't get to hunt anymore this year. Kind of sucks. I was hoping to go this past weekend, but of course, being sick, it wasn't possible, unfortunately. So, just finished a video on Redline. I was talking some Redline sites. These are really high quality, guys, for the amount of money they're charging for these things that are solid metal, like really nice, great functionality. Like they feel great when you're using them. Um, just, I mean, you can see how smooth it is, and it feels good. Like I really like these red lines. I think they're doing a great job. So this one I like. I wish it was a little shorter. I wish this bar was a little bit less. I like them to be a little more compact to my bow. I don't like a lot of things sticking out far, especially for bow hunting specifically. But yeah, pretty nice. This is, I think, the RL 2 or 3. I think it was the 2. Awesome, Bros Graphics. I'll take a spike buck hat for sure. I'll also take you want to design some new BHP hats for me and sell them direct. That would be cool too. Just give me a cut. I need some cool new BHP designs done. We need some fun stuff. I like my normal standard thing, but I would like some better stuff. Thanks, bro, for purchasing the auto renew. Appreciate that in the subscription. I think Prime did do a lot more clothing this year. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Lance? Morning. Just doing some coffee and archery talk. It's funny because I look scrunched over on the YouTube video, but really I'm not in the other video. It's funny how two different looks, it looks different. Yeah, I think this camera is going to work. It's not the best camera in the world for YouTube, but I think it's good enough for what we're trying to do. I think I could probably straighten it out a little bit more though for you guys. I'm trying to get it more towards that wall, but I think that'll look good once we finish up, clean up the backdrop a little bit. I didn't know that, Drew. That's an interesting fact. So listen, guys, I have a question. Since I have you guys on, you can help me answer this question. I'm working on a video. It's just a conversation topic, but it's really about target archery and bow hunting. And it really just kind of talks about my experience with target to bow. And I don't, and it kind of just talks about where does target shooting actually fall into bow hunting purchasing things, right? Like bow hunters. And for me, I've never based anything in my life off anything target archery shown or done or told me or anything. So target archery to me was never a thing. So I'm just kind of curious, like, you guys think that's too controversial of a topic? like, are people going to flip if I do that video? Because like I did the video, I'm just curious if I should post it. I feel like I should post it because I feel like it's true statements, but it's just my experience too. I don't want people to think like, oh, Dave hates target archers. I do not. I love target archery. I love what they do. I'm just suggesting that it never once has affected my purchase of bow hunting materials, I guess. Just want to see your guys' thoughts on that. You guys think that'd be too controversial, or you think it'd be okay? I know I'm gonna get some hate on it. Don't get me wrong. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Grab your extra spot for that one. Keeping my QAD and quiver, think about switching to a 3-pin hybrid on the Omnia. Ooh, I like that idea. I like the hybrid idea, and I like the 3-pin because I think it's nice that you have that quick change, you know. Oh, interesting, Drew. Didn't know that. Oh, well, Ragan, I've had the COVID, so that's been fun on this end. I can't do anything. I have those expedition bows, couldn't even do the videos on them or work on them because I've literally been locked out of the studio, sick with COVID. So finally, hopefully this week coming up, I can get over there and finish those bows and keep moving on here. And then I feel like, is this like out of focus? Because I feel like it's tremendously, and it keeps doing this. Gosh darn it. Okay, there we go. All right, I get it now. So that is zoomed in to help me. Okay, now I see where my error was. I thought it was broke, but I got it now. All right. Thanks, Ragan, for the other Galaxy R302 on there for you. All right, where were we? RL coming out with anything new for 24? I think they are. Yeah, I think Redline just launched some stuff on that video I put into the video I just did, which I didn't launch on YouTube, so you probably haven't seen it yet, Trenton. But I don't know the details specifically yet, but there is a video. Yeah, I know the Target guys won't like it, but I don't think the Target guys like us anyway. If I'm being honest, I don't think the Target guys like BowHunterPlanet at all. So if I had to choose, I prefer to, make sure I'm communicating to the bow hunters of the world, that like archery a little bit, and still like Target. I'm not suggesting like Target, but the true Target people. Although I do have an interview call coming up with Kyle Douglas, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know what I'm going to ask him. I should pinch him on those hard questions. What has Target done for archery? Just kidding. I'm sure Target's done a lot for archery, but I'm just saying, like here's my point. I could go to any one of my friends, like any friend or any friend that even if I went to friends that don't know the industry and I asked them like, what makes you buy a bow? They're never, ever in a million years going to say Levi Morgan. It's never going to happen. So that's my point. So at what is it? Now, don't get me wrong. I think everybody's entitled to make as much money as they want through the best means they can. If someone's willing to pay them to do an amazing job, that's cool. But I'm looking at this from a marketing standpoint, marketing money. Like, what do you do with the money? Do you pay someone $300,000 a year, $1 million a year to shoot your bow? And are you actually getting a return for that money? That's what I'm getting to. Is I just rather see the money go into kids programs and things that can actually pull up youth into the industry, like NASP, like put more money into NASP. Instead of put $1 million in your target archery team, put 100,000 and put the rest in the NASP, so we can get new archers instead of focus on just a few people and making them rich. It just seems strange to me. Moist in the woods. It's awesome, man. I wish I was still, I wish I could still hunt. I have to wait till next season. Well, turkey season. I'll be waiting to turkey season. Oh, Mr. J. Gray, welcome to the show. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, BOAB though. Matthews will sell a bunch of bows no matter what. So they don't need Levi Morgan at all to sell a bunch of bows. They'll always be on the top, and they always were. They were selling more bows than majority of those companies even before Levi Morgan came into the scene. So they've been the gold winner for like the past 10 years. So like in fact, they only help him. Their marketing is so strong that whoever they promote, Chris B is a great example of this. Like who is Chris B? Where did he come from? Right? Like think about it. And then all of a sudden, once Matthews is promoting the crap out of him, now he's this huge influencer, right? Not that he's not good at what he does, he is, but I'm just saying the power of those companies and what they can do with their marketing alone helps these people as well. Don't underestimate that. There's a lot of money and value into a Matthews promoting this show. If Matthews started promoting this show right now, we would go up thousands of viewers live every day. So, I mean, that's to me part of the gist of the whole thing, right? It's just like there's so much power, energy, and money. It's interesting how they use it and how they choose to spend it. And I don't know. Like I really think those programs like NASP are the answer to where they should be promoting and pushing. Because again, if you don't have youth coming up to shoot those bows, no one's going to buy them in 5-10 years. So I don't know what that leaves if there's no kids shooting bows. But I'm not just talking like Matthews. I'm talking like all those archery companies should be promoting and focused on programs like NAS. Get behind it and fund it and push it. It should almost be like an entry into the industry. Like you have to support these programs, because without them, again, I don't know what's going to happen. What's this do over here? Be curious to see. What are these? An egg on my head. What the heck? Wow. Okay. That is quite interesting. I mean, I think that suits me pretty well, guys. I don't know about you, but I think for those watching on TikTok, I think it looks good. That's about how I feel right now from COVID. I don't. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I should just leave like this. I bet you will get more viewers if I just leave this on. This is hilarious. What does this one do? Oh, we got some assistance, I guess, apparently. Yeah, Trent, I heard stuff like that too. I was looking into that as well, and I think they will get much larger, but it just depends how fast they can produce bows, right? I mean, it comes down to talking about Matthews here paying off their 6-axis machines. 6-axis is pretty interesting actually too. That's pretty high end. So I am curious where that leaves them and what they plan to do with it. Oh, there's my mask for COVID there. Yeah, that's probably what I need. These are interesting here. I don't know what this does. This is the filter. Oh, it's going to change the overall look. Whoa, blurry. Not really digging these. I think I like the original one. What do these do? It's all these filters over here. Yeah, we'll see. I am curious to see who takes the throne in the next 10 years. Because I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of companies making great bows, and you got to also remember when you talk about mass production of bows, we're talking different game too, right? So like Bear Archery's mass production, they're producing tons and thousands of bows, and at a very effective rate and in cost too, effective costs. They're able to do all that. Matthews, I don't think could ever do it at an effective cost, but they're going to do it the fastest they can. And I think they put that video out. We put our video out about is a dead on arrival basically because they can't make them quick enough, and then they put out a video showing them making it as fast as they can. So I don't know if that had anything to do with my video or not. I don't know. My video did kind of go a little viral, so hopefully it didn't, but it's a true statement. I wasn't making that up. I talked to, I know there's some shops that get them, but there's a lot of shops that don't get them. And I had talked to, I listened to that interview, MFJJ. I talked to Mike's Archery, and it's a true issue. They can't get the bows. So I didn't, say anything that wasn't true that people don't already know. So we'll see. I don't know, but I hope they don't. Like, Dave, we're not giving Dave anything next year. He's a jerk. Bros, thanks to Galaxy, Mr. J. Gray. Appreciate that. Grab you guys your extra spots here on my Excel file. Now, remember, guys, for members and people think about membership, haven't done it, or the bonuses you're sending, these are actually going to go also. I'm going to use these towards that Species EV giveaway. The same pool of entries is going into those as well. So all those random ones we're doing for the Easton Arrows, what else was there? There was like a Burris Optics. All from the videos on YouTube of the giveaways. I'm going to pick random people from the comments to put them into this, but then you guys will still have your names in these pools. So this is like a triple bonus, I would say, because you're really going to get in on another bow. So you're going for the Hoyt VTM 31. You're going to get the Species EV. You're going to get a couple other things as well. That's interesting concept, Bros Graphic. So here's the thing about the Bowmars that's interesting to me. I don't know a lot about the Bowmars, right? What I know about the Bowmars is, number one, I will say this, Josh, anytime I've talked to the Bowmars, they've been extremely nice to me. So, and very nice, very, helpful. So any of my interactions with the Bowmars has been positive. Putting any political issues aside that I have nothing to do with, and I don't know anything about, with their legal issues, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. So I want to be clear on that. Like, I don't know what their issues are with hunts. They go on these hunts. I don't know. And you go with a guide, you expect the guide to tell you everything, right? And everything. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm just suggesting, I don't know what happened there. I don't care. As people, they've been very nice to me over the years. Just very, like I said, if I needed help with something, or if I asked a question about media or anything, they've been very helpful. So I don't know, what would have happened with PSC, but I will tell you this. I would think PSC would almost, in some cases, might have done better, because Josh and those guys know marketing. They know marketing. PSC right now is in a marketing downfall, meaning they're not doing anything. They're not fixing anything with their marketing, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, but I'm just telling you, from what I'm seeing, it's not good. So could he have sold more bows based on just the amount of followers they have? Probably. I think he's got more followers than they have times 5. So would it have done better or worse? I actually think it would have probably done better. They would have lost some people, absolutely. But in the long run, I think they would have been a major player. I think they were looking at stuff like that. It's completely, outside of that realm, right? And so I don't know what would have happened, to be honest. But I can tell you, I don't think it would have been a bad thing, personally. I do think they would have lost people. I know people don't like Josh and Sarah and all that, but I'm just saying, I personally think with the marketing that they're able to do and they understand, who knows, they could have took that thing from whatever it sell for and tripled it, and then resold it. Who knows? I mean, they got a following, that's for sure. And that following would buy their stuff. I can tell you that. All right, let me grab those extra galaxies there. All right, bros, you grabbed. All right, let's see what happened there. So you had the one, Mr. J. Gray grabbed the additional 2. Okay, so J. Gray got 3 total, right? Today, 1, 2, 3. The other thing about PSC is interesting to me is I feel like PSC is a lot of target people. Like, I feel like it's been kind of intertwined with really just the target crowd in the last few years. And that's a sad thing to me, because I feel like that company was a very big bow hunting advocate company over the years. So I would like to see them get back to those roots and get back onto that, All right. Sorry, let me get back to these. Yep, I agree, Trenton, on the bear comment. BOAB agreed. PSC needs help. They have great bows, just no one is seeing them. And that's a marketing concern. And when you don't market your product to the most basic levels of the internet, you have a problem. And so that's the problem I've seen with PSC. And they don't do, as I said, they do very minimal with people like us. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not the relationships you don't want to have in this industry. We're the most basic, cheapest level of marketing there is in this industry. So not want to work with us or work, it's very strange to me. It's not logical. And without logic, I don't want to buy your bow. You know what I mean? Like, if your company's not a logical company, it makes me a little nervous, to be honest. So I'm not. Morning, Brian. Stuffed up, but I feel pretty good other than that. Yeah, bros. I don't know any of the detail, and I'll be honest. I don't care what the detail is. I'm not getting involved in people's issues or legal issues. I can care less, but I can speak for the things I know, and I know those people know marketing. So when it comes to the business side of things, look out. I don't know what to say, but huge following, huge views. Every single video they do, hundreds of thousands almost. I mean, it's crazy. So would they have sold bows if they bought it? I think so. I think they're like a Cam Hanes in that concept where they have their own following and people are going to buy to that following no matter what. And so I think they probably would outsell what PSC does today. If I'm being honest, I think that's what would have happened. Yeah, there you go, Trent. Yeah, I hear you. I don't have an Onyx thumb release. I don't even know what that is. So I don't know who makes that. Is that Scott or is that its own brand? I don't have that one. I don't really have a lot of thumb releases, so part of the. I was just talking to Scott Archery about this actually. Stan makes. I don't even work with Stan actually, but I was just talking to Scott about this the other day. I said, listen, I'd like to offer our consumers a discount code that you guys can provide me to give to them, and I want one of each of those thumb releases so I can show you guys what they look like. You can play around. Well, I can play around them, and you can decide if you like it through my video. But at least you'll get a discount on top of if you buy direct from them. So I'm working on it. We'll see if we can make that happen this year. Trying to think what codes we have going. Oh, we have a half rack code. I don't know if you guys know that. If you need anything from half rack, we get I think 15% off or something. So there's half rack. We got the Bear Archie one, of course. We've talked about that a lot. So yeah, if you guys need anything online, you need a discount, let me know. Of course, anything Trophy Ridge, Sick Broadheads, Bear Archery, Cajun Archery, half rack. And I'll see if I can get the GSM one again. I used to have that one as well for you guys. See if we can pull that one. Yeah, it's definitely worth a look, Brian, especially if I'm able to pull that code for you guys this year. It could really save some money. Yeah, I guess chasing the root depends which roost, which PSC and which bear you're talking. But I love the bear bows. I do. I think if I was buying a bow tomorrow, if you guys said, Dave, you're done, BHP's done, we're selling it, you're out, I would probably buy a bear bow, to be honest, or a prime. I do like prime a lot. I've been shooting really good at my prime. But if I was going based on the money, I would definitely, I probably would if it was my personal money, I'd probably buy the Paradigm. Because to me, again, all around bow, I can get the discount on it. And it's a great bow. It's all I need. It's all I need, honestly, guys, for what I hunt and how I hunt. It's all I need. For some of you who hunt super hard in detailed hunting and thickets and getting in and out and have to make one shot, one chance, I totally understand that you'd want a Matthews, a Hoyt, a Prime, an Elite, something at the higher level. I totally get that. So don't think I don't get it. All I'm trying to do here is get specifically new archers into archery. And the best way to do that is through companies like Bear Archery because they're so low cost. A lot of these people are coming online, wanting to get into this sport and they don't know what to buy. And they're going on Amazon, just straight up buying the Dragon X8. That's really what's happening. And so what I'm trying to do now is after I brought some attention to that, what's happening, I still think that's a bad thing because I still think at least they're getting into archery and then eventually maybe they'll upgrade to another bow. But then how do we get the people to, instead of buy a Dragon X8 Chinese bow, how do we get them to buy a Bear Archery low cost solution? So that's what I'm trying to do. I didn't. What do you mean BOAB about not the Darton or not the Darton? I don't see another comment before that one, or am I missing something? Evoke 31. That's a nice bow. Yeah, you would chasing the roost that because that's a little bit higher level to Evoke 31, so that would probably be the Alaska XT Paradigm, but that's even probably more expensive than those. They got that. They got the Persist, which is their top notch bow, which is sweet. It's a nice bow. That Sigma does look nice, Brian. I was looking at that the other day. Actually, we were chatting about that one. The the Darton's doing great. Yeah, so Darton's a solid company, but remember they've been revived by Randy from Black Eagle. So that's the reason Darton is coming out finally swinging because it's taking some time. But again, they're another company that again isn't doing ground level stuff like BHP yet. They're not. So in my mind, they're not there yet. They still have a lot of work to do. You can chase all the target archers in the world because of Black Eagle, but again, if you're not reaching the basic consumers through the basic platforms like this, it's a disadvantage. So we'll see what they do. We'll see if they turn around and start getting things going again. But so far I've gotten zero response from them to get the bows on the show. So I don't know. You know, again, if you can't afford or are not interested in doing the most basic thing to reach the basic consumers, that's an issue. So that's just my opinion. Again, I'm not asking for money or anything. And, you know, you got to be able to do the most basics. So that's my concern with them. Like, yeah, they can go after all these people because they have Black Eagle, but what are they doing to reach you guys directly? You know, and how are they doing it? And you know, so chasing the roost. The other cool thing about bear I like is just I have this interesting feeling about it in the sense of because it's a Fred Bear legacy, and I feel like I feel a little more in tune when I have that bear in my hand. Like I'm more with nature. Sounds really weird, I know, but it's just something about it, man. Something about it. It's just I feel like I'm living a little bit through him, you know, in that sense. Put me back in that position to the forest, and I don't know, something great about it. Don't waste your time, Brian. I've sent direct emails to Randy, so if Randy's not doing it, his rep ain't doing it. So no worries. They'll come to me when they're ready. When they're ready, when they want to play the big boy game, they'll come. Just like all the rest, Hoyt, Matthews, Elite. You got to play in the big ballpark. I agree, chasing the roost. Yeah, it's absolutely. What's up, Alex? How you doing? And you know, and to say positive things, you know, I've been a huge fan of Darton over the years. To be honest, we did a lot of Darton stuff in the beginning, back when Rex had it. You know, we did a lot with them back in the day, and then they got real quiet after like 2015. I don't know what happened over there, but then that was that, and then they were pretty much out of the game, in my opinion, for a long time. They still made bows and they still did a good job, but they just didn't really update much and do much. And so I don't know. I felt like they kind of gave up on the industry and focused on patents and other stuff. But I don't know. I just thanks, Reagan. Appreciate that, man. 1, 2, 3. But I do wish them the best. I hope it works out. I hope they can turn it around. You know, I think they will. I think they will. Randy's got his stuff together. Once he gets his marketing together, then they'll be in good shape, man. They just need a little more time. Thanks, Reagan. Appreciate that, man. If I could breathe out my left side of my nose. Mm. Oh, I got to talk to Botok this week. I need to get I like when we do those big live conversations. It's a lot of fun. We got to pick another hot topic though. Maybe the topic should be Darton. Awesome, BOAB. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, that'd be great. There's a join button somewhere over there. Yeah, so like I was saying, I think there's a lot of great companies, you know. And the other thing is this, and this is what I was telling you guys about. It makes it a little tricky with some of these companies now with like, you know, kind of like a good example is Darton coming back into the industry more than they were before. Right now they're pushing harder, they're hiring people, they're starting to step up more, right? But at the same time, you look around and you're like, wow, what just, you know, and also you look left, you're like, whoa, there's Athens. And they put out a tuning system that's top notch, just like Deadlock, but it's called AccuTune. I mean, that's a slap in the face. That's amazing in the sense that, like, okay, somebody's actually trying to do something with tech, and we're getting something new. And the bow is amazing. The Axis 31 is an incredible bow. So the competition couldn't be more fierce right now. Is what another point in my conversation. It's so fierce right now, and these guys are doing anything they can to get the attention they need to show you guys these bows, right, and get them out there. And it's super important right now for companies like Darton to be doing these things, because they're you can't miss one step anymore. It's literally, we're to the point where you can't miss a single step. And you know, Athens coming out with this bow, and if it holds true and gets through everything, any issues or questions or anything, it's going to be game changer. And I'm telling you guys, this bow is a shooter. Like I'm hands down, I was impressed. Not to mention APA coming out, the Black Mamba Pro, and shoving that into the industry from out of Canada, and it's an incredible bow. It's a little expensive. I try to push them on getting the price down for you guys. They couldn't do it. But either way, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of good bows right now in this marketplace. So what is the advantage to me? What is the advantage to me to shoot a Darton over a Matthews or over a Hoyt that has a brand new riser system, absolutely incredible bow, an Elite, an Athens? So that's my point. It's just, there's a lot going on. I'd recommend highly to you guys, honestly, if I give you any advice, it would be, do not drink the Kool-Aid from one company and try different companies. Give yourself the ability to shoot a Matthews one year, an Athens a different year, 2 years later, 3 years later, buy yourself an Elite. Go around the board, have fun with it. Don't lock yourself into one thing, That's just my opinion. Like, don't lock yourself into something. Try a Dart and try something new, right? It's worth a shot, And I've shot all the bows, and I can tell you, I can hunt with any single one of these bows. They're so incredible. Yeah, actually, it is a good year to change. The people who are going to buy a lift, this is your year to not buy a lift, because guess what? They're hard to get right now. So it's actually a perfect timing for you to take a step back and say, let me try the Alpha X. Let me try whatever. And give it 2 years, sell it, and get yourself back into Matthews if you hate it, right? I mean, there's a lot of options here, but now's the time, honestly. And I love Matthews. I do. I think they're great innovators. They do great work, and I love that. I just don't like to see people kind of get drinking the Kool-Aid and stuck in one spot. I had this conversation with Mike's Archery, with Brian at Mike's Archery, and he said that to me. I asked him, what happens when people come in to get the lift and they can't get it? Do they buy an Alpha X or something else? He said, actually, no. They just go back and wait, and they drink the Kool-Aid. It's exactly his exact words. So I was like, dang, I'm like, we got to get out of this rut, man. Stick fingers. That's interesting move from Prime to Darton. I would never think that, but that's interesting. Based on the location of the cables. I don't know what you mean by doesn't allow cold weather clothing, though. I do wear cold weather clothing with my Prime, and I had no issues. You wearing like real thick arm portion or something that it's in the way? Interesting. I love that Prime, so I don't think I could put that down. But I just moved to the RVX 3 or 2, sorry, and I was shooting the RevX 2 last year as one of my hunting rigs, and this year I'm going to move to the RVX 2, but then I'm going to follow that right behind with the Alpha X30. I do like the shorter bow, so for me it's always been a 28 to 31 size, Good old coffee and archery, guys. This is a good Sunday morning. Actually, I probably should go watch some church. Canadian. Well, sticky fingers, you bought the wrong bows, my friend. You should be shooting a APA bow right out of Canada, your home country there. Unless you're a citizen, just travel to Canada for those whitetails, then I guess that makes sense too. It happens, MM. That does happen. You're not wrong, and that's okay. It's okay if you try other stuff and still settle on the Matthews. All I'm suggesting is don't let that mentally lock you into it, because I agree that you think it's the best. It's going to be the best, and it is one of the best. There's no doubt about it. But it's fun to try new things. It's fun to walk into the. It's fun to walk into the forest with some of these legacy brands just to do it. Like just to walk into the forest with a Hoyt is so important. It means so much, the legacy of that brand. And to walk in there with a Darton. I mean, some of these companies have so much legacy that I've killed so many deer with Dartons already. So for me, Darton's kind of like on the shelf. But would I do it again? Probably. I mean, they're not a Michigan company anymore as much, but thanks BOAB. Appreciate that, man. But there's something about that. There's a lot of legacy and a lot of feeling of being part of nature with it. And that's all. I just think it's really cool to do that. And one of my goals has always been to use different bow brands over the years to harvest animals. So for instance, last year I did an elite era for turkey. I did the Rev X2 then for deer, which I didn't get a deer, but if I would have, it would have been amazing. So that's why this year I'm starting off with the Prime, and then I'll move into Hoyt probably most likely by deer season. Alpha X33, awesome. I got that bow as well, that 5.3. So I have that one and the 30. And I'll be honest, I'm having a hard time choosing which one I'd hunt with. Devin, so Jamie hunts with the Omnia. He loves that bow, and so is his son, Travis. And you'll see a lot about Travis coming up. He's the kid that he's 14 and he's shooting for us. Well, he's Jamie's son, right? He's one of the owner's sons. And so he really loves archery. He's getting into it a lot. So we set him up with an Omnia loaded, and it's pretty sweet. And he's doing great. 14-year-old kid shooting ASA type stuff. And, hopefully you'll see more of him coming up. We're going to start filming him and talking with him a lot more on the show because we need some youth. We need to push more youth here. So we need some kids talking to kids, right? I drink Deer Camp coffee. They've been a firm supporter of our show since we started it, actually, a couple years back. It is a coffee relationship. They provide us basically unlimited coffee, and we provide them drinking their coffee on the show. So it's pretty low cost option for them and fun, and we really enjoy it. So this cup they gave me wore out years ago, but they did send me another cup. Oh, here, this one's real nice. So they sent me these. I should be using these, but you tend to forget. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go refill up my coffee. So if you guys can stick around, awesome. If you can't, no worries. But I will be back. I'm just gonna BOAB. That would be awesome. I would definitely be able to do that. But I love coffee, so I drink pretty much any types of coffee. Leave this here for you guys. Can talk to the chair. I'm gonna go fill this up real quick, and then I'll be back. So I do have a random question for you guys. Kind of hoping for a little bit more. Triple Crown, that would have been awesome. So which brand were you guys not as excited about when they launched, or when you saw what they launched, you're like, there's got to be something you're like, Drew didn't like the lift. Okay. Oh, man, my back's been bothering me ever since I got this COVID. Radio silence. All right. Here, a little fuel. I don't know if you guys remember fuel. Back in the 90s there. All right, so just the lift. No one else got comments what they didn't like? Yeah, I think Drew. I think we were gonna see something similar to what you're suggesting there. I did think that would be the case, and what they basically did is create something that was a little faster. Yeah, the same Matthews BOAB said the same thing. So I don't disagree that that was going to happen, but I think they did a smart move by at least moving towards a speed concept and a little more cutouts. I think that 6-axis helped them accomplish that. But I was going to say, and I hate to say it because I love this brand, but Elite. I didn't think they really put anything out that was different. I was hoping to see a little more tech on the bows, just a little bit more out of it. I don't know. I just feel like they're a brand that can do a lot, and they're like slow rolling it or something. Isaac didn't like the lift. It's a different feel, man. I tell you, I try to explain to people it's not the easiest. Something bigger, Jace. What do you mean by like? You mean like a 35-inch axle? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Longer. Yeah, it's interesting. I never thought of that. Now you say that, you're right. I don't remember seeing Bear ever have a longer bow. That's interesting. What is it you want from the length of it? You want the length just overall, or do you need it for draw length, or you just like longer bows for being more stable? Man, this whole side of my nose is just stuffed. So hard to breathe. I don't disagree, Brian. I think it's interesting that they don't. Now that you guys say it, I honestly never really considered it. Are you sure they don't have a long one? I feel like they had a long one, but maybe I'm thinking a different brand. Let me look up. Let me see what I was thinking at least. Let's see. 31, 31, 33, 33, 32, 32, 33, 32, 32, 30, 26, 31, 32, 30, 32, 29, 30. No, yeah, nothing. I don't know why I thought they had one, but yeah, you're right. It's crazy. Interesting. I'll let them know next time I talk to them. Someone said that. I never even thought of that. Yeah, I don't disagree, Brian. They have pretty much everything anyway. They actually have a 33, but it's the paradigm. I think is a 33, but it still doesn't really probably help. It is close though, I guess, to a 34. Depends how you rate it. Does it go from cam to cam or axle to axle? I guess. Yeah, the last guy seen the paradigm at 33. Persist, yeah. What do they do? Two short ones? I can't remember. 31 and 32. No, where's 31. They just have one? Oh, I don't know why I thought it was going to be longer than that. I think the best was the Bowtech. BOAB, you like the Bowtechs? Bowtech's sending me the two bows actually coming up. I forgot to tell you guys that. They called me, sent me a text, said, "Hey, FYI, we have two bows coming to you. Look like the Core SS and the Core SR." So I don't know much about. I know the SS is going to be a dream bow for me because this is my type of bow. Bowtech Core SS is going to be beautiful bow. Very excited about this one to shoot this bow. But the SR, I don't think I'm going to like it as much. I think it'll be a good bow, but just not for me because this reminds me of the SR 350, and I wasn't a huge fan of that bow. Looks nice though. This one is a 33-inch axle, axle 4.5. What was that SS? 30, right? Core SS is a 31.5. That's nice. Oh, that's gonna be smooth. Yeah, Jay. So basically, what's going to be different between the primes is more of the tech stuff. So they're really just adding in the IMS system and the pick on the front end. So really, you're just kind of doing that. There might be some other little stuff in there, but I didn't get the feeling that there was a lot of actual change besides those couple little things. I think they even retuned a little bit the cams. So is it a better bow? Is it worth it? I think so. I guess if you're going to go from one to the other, I don't know if I would do that necessarily. But if you're going from another brand of prime, I would definitely consider that because to me that's where it's at. That's what's going on with this guy. All right, let me just do something real quick here. Waiting for finally. So yeah, this year, it's always interesting when you're doing this business type stuff because you need some sponsorship. Like there's just no way around it. You really need some. And so this year, it's always like a change though. It's so strange to me. You always have to do flip flops. There's companies who can afford stuff one year and then can't the next year, and then so it's kind of frustrating to be honest because you're always having to like restart these ideas and try to uh, you know prove numbers and explain things, and it's really complicated. But anyway, so this year sucks though because we parted ways this year with Tinks and Dead Downwind, and that's a relationship we've had for a long time. And so it kind of sucked because I do love their products. I think they're wonderful. But again, the stupid part about it that really is upsetting is it always just comes down to the wrong marketing person, right? So they bring in a person and then they cut everything. Happens like I'm so used to this in this industry. It's kind of pathetic. But that's what they do. You have a great relationship with somebody for 3 4 years. It's going great. Everybody's happy. The numbers are there, and then somebody comes in and is like, "Oh, yeah, we're done." And so it kind of sucks. So we say goodbye to Dead Downwind Tinks this year, but we'll see. Maybe it opens a different door with Code Blue or somebody else, right? You never know. It's something else we can play with and test out for you guys. Keep the ship running, but you know. Vapor Trail, we do get Vapor Trails, Doug. Yeah, we do work with Vapor Trail a little bit. They're awesome. I do like the Vapor Trail rest. Koro, at least you're in the woods. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree with you, Brian. It is interesting. They do shoot a lot alike. Let's see. I went with the Ronin this year just to save a few pennies. I hear you, Jace. I just got the Ronin to shoot and test for you guys. I haven't been able to do it because I've had COVID, but that's coming up as well. So I got the X Lights, both X Lights from Expedition, and the Ronin coming up for videos. Sorry, YouTube. Morning, Sly. Good morning, YouTubers. to figure out a little more light over here. I feel like maybe I'm not a big fan of these webcams. Let me see if I can pull that up. I'm curious. Fix stuff. Man, guys, I really got my video content. I really got my video content clean on the full format videos. I finally figured out, like, I had to do all this extra work like on YouTube to find like all these YouTubers who do this stuff differently. And I finally figured out how to get very crisp, clean video, amazing audio, like just So that's what I've been working on in the background, trying to clean that up a little bit and get it the way I want it. And I feel like we finally have done that. Here we go. So let's see, we can zoom in, which I don't really want to do the zoom out. Okay, fix this. I feel like it looks so much better off screen than it does on screen. Preview format is 1080. It's probably the too much sharpness. I really made it look weird. Weird settings. These numbers here. Whoa. Can't use the automatic exposure. That's insane. I don't know, guys. I'm not really. It's not as good looking as I'd like it to be. But anyway. Yeah, Sly. I think it's more about the. I think it's more about. I think it has more to do with the new tech on the bows, and on top of that, the long-lasting quality of the bows. Right, like 12-year-old bow, you might want to replace it because your bows are getting old and wearing out. So I think it comes down to that as well. There's a lot of different things there. All right, sorry guys. So let's see here. What's your thoughts on scent control? Do you recommend single multi-pin? Okay. So scent control, I use scent control. We used to spray down dead downwind. I don't go crazy, to be honest with you guys. Last year, I think there was 2 or 3 hunts I didn't put anything on, and I went out and hunted, and I didn't get winded, and I deer 3 yards. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't stink either. So I try to wear a lot of. I was wearing Coat of Silence last year, the clothing, and it seemed to hold in my scent very well. So between that and Under Armour, I kind of look between both, but neither one gave me any issues. But I also keep my hunting gear in its own tub with some of those scent wafers, and I don't touch it at all. And when I get in, I take it off and put it right back in. So I do keep it all segregated, so it's different away. Single multi-pin. I like multi-pin, Isaac. I'm just more of a fan of having the ability to make the quick change in the field instantly. Not have to roll anything or change anything, touch anything, just go shoot quick. Alex, Black Eagle arrows is fine. I recommend Easton because Easton sponsors the show. So buy some Eastons and help this show out, and make sure you tell them BHP sent you. But Easton's the best brand in my opinion because it's the oldest American made, and so I would 100% buy Easton over the other ones. Hello from Brazil. I can't speak that language, but welcome. Yeah, so we do a lot of Easton around here, of course. I just have an ad grade. These are probably a little bit too expensive than what you're probably going to want, but if not, those are some of the best arrows you can buy. So. And then I got these. These are actually a different brand, but these are going to be changed out. This is a rig I had been given. This is a traditional rig, but I can get some trad ones in there. Yeah, Sly. There's a lot of good hunting sites. I like the trophy. I like Trophy Ridge a lot, but I also like Redline. This is a red line. I think it's the RL2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was. But this is, again, very high quality, not too expensive. And my whole recommendation to you guys with sights is, to be honest, is keep it under $300. You don't need to go anything near over $300 anymore. So these type of sights, buy them, use them, enjoy them, and don't waste your money, because these all do the same thing. So it's not going to change anything from shooting at a deer with a 20-yard pin on here than a 20-yard pin on a dialed or UV that costs you $600. So, I get it. For people who are shooting, at a range that are shooting target and stuff, want the UV and the dial for all that, cool. Totally understood. But for bow hunters, specifically bow hunters that are really just going out to hunt, this and a 3-pin or 2-pin or something, more than one, would be ideal, in my opinion. This still gives you a slider option, but also, and let me show you a simple one on it. Let me show you this simple one. I'm starting to keep a little more stuff over here for you guys. I'm going to fill up all this crap over here with stuff for you too, so when we're talking, we have shit stuff to talk about. This is a very simple site. I love this site. This is actually one of my favorite sites. This is called The Rush, and it's from Black Gold. I don't even know if it's this specific one, but it has a photochromatic top that changes to purple when too much light hits it. It actually does it. You have to do nothing. You can't overexpose your pins, because when you're in the field and it's sunny out, hitting this is all purple. All this white, it turns purple. It keeps that out of your, it's not enough light, so you don't get too much light. This one here specifically, I would pull out some of these pins because they're too many for me. Sorry, guys. I'm more of a 3-pin guy. I want 20, 30, 40, and that's about it. Maybe a 50, but generally I'd rather just aim a little high if I had to go. But this would be a Black Gold Rush. This is not very expensive site. This is probably around $150, but it's all metal, super durable, super strong, and you still get this bright housing, which is really nice. It works great. Yeah. I recommend highly, like, if you're going to buy a Trophy Ridge, don't get me wrong, I love Trophy Ridge too. So, but if you're going to get a Trophy Ridge, I don't recommend the plastic stuff. Like, if you want a sight that is metal, that would be my biggest thing to you, is whatever sight you do buy a full metal sight. So you want the metal bracket and you want the metal housing. That's very important. And you want the ability to add a light so that you can light it up when it's dark. This one is a 5-pin. Yes. I would probably do this as a 4-pin now that I'm looking at it. And I would take my top pin and make it red instead of blue. Yeah, that would be my best. And again, red line is really nice. I think the quality is absolutely crazy awesome. But you can see, look at the length difference between these two, right? And I'm a bow hunter. I don't want that extra length. I want this short one. I want to be tight and short to my bow, because it keeps out of the way of things as well, right? It keeps out of the way of branches and things like that. So I would hunt with this one over this one. But if I wanted a red line and I want to spend a ton, I want good quality, and I want a single pin, I would definitely consider this. Now, but I want to look at what this price is. Let me look at this price real quick. I am curious. Let's look up Redline real quick. Redline. Let's see. First off, let's see which site this was. Pretty sure. I think this one was the RL3. Is it RL3? No. Oh, it is. So it's the RL. This is the RL 2 or 3. It says 2 or 3. Oh no, sorry. RL2 single pin slider. That's what this is. 130, dude. This is $130. That is a good deal. This is quality, guys. Like, I'm talking quality. Now, I wouldn't get this one though. I would get the 3-pin, and it's $170. But this, if you want a single pin, you can't beat this price. I'm telling you right now. That's unbelievable. And then if you want this without the slider, which is what I'd recommend, no joke, not exaggerating, $90. Right on their website. $90 for this site without the slider. That's what I would get. 3-pin. That's unbelievable deal. I'm gonna add to cart. See if they have it in stock. Let's see if they offer discount codes. Maybe talk into getting you guys one. They do. You know what? Let me start working that, guys, for you. So we have the Trophy Ridge one, right? So if you guys want a Trophy Ridge site, which I don't have here to show you, but let's go to Barry's website. Let's say you decide you want Trophy Ridge. This is something we can do right now. So let's go Trophy Ridge. Let's go to sites. That Propel rest is pretty sweet for them too, by the way. Just FYI. Okay, so the Attack Pro. I think I just put this on my bow. It was actually really nice. Just trying to find you guys one that's not a slider. React Trio. React Pro is pretty expensive. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's look at the hot wire. No, okay. How? No, let's go stacked 5-pin sites called 160. The Trophy Ridge stacked 5-pin site provides enhanced precision with 5 micro adjust pins, 2 of which are 0.1, 0.019, and 3 are 0.10. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Okay, so this one's 160 on their website. Let's add to cart. Let's just give an example here. Let's check out. Let's apply discount code. I just want to see what this comes out to. So BHP 2024. Apply. Yeah, 128. This would be 128, dude. That's crazy. Oh, 09, how you doing? Not yet. I'm sorry. I've had the COVID, so I'm still a little bit behind, but I will get it this week to you. So yeah, if you guys went Trophy Ridge, you can use that code and you save $33 or something. That's a great deal for any Trophy Ridge products or products. Oh, now if you want any Galaxies, send them to get your extra bonus spots for this point giveaway. Plus, there'll be some other bows in there as well. We're looking to get 10 more Galaxies, guys, to hit our goal to 20. So please send them if you can. If you're a member, if you're not a member, join membership and get up and get in on this giveaway. Might as well. Man, I'm stuffed up. 5-pin black gold slider is what I use. The expensive one, yeah, those are nice. I have that as well. Jay Irvin, I won a CPE 3-pin slider last year. Never used it. Used a slider. I've been shooting every time it's warm enough. That's okay, Jay. That sometimes takes some time, my friend. Yeah, it's not the simplest thing. You gotta really dial it in perfectly. But once you have it and everything holds steady or holds true on your bow, you should be cranking out shots however you want. I get one-piece quivers. I don't buy Matthews or Hoyt quivers. I'll buy a red line single quiver. And the reason I do that, guys, I don't actually leave my quiver on when I hunt. But I'm again a Michigan bow hunter. I use tree stands, ground blinds. I don't need to keep it on my bow, and I don't want anything extra on my bow. So for me, I keep it very simple. I can take the cheapest Trophy Ridge one. I can take the most expensive Trophy Ridge one. It doesn't matter for me. So I'm not the best to ask for that, but I will say, I personally would. I mean, I would never spend a lot of money on those. You can because they look nice. I get it. But thanks, 09. I got your extra entry in there. Appreciate that. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm at the tail end of it here. I'm just stuffed up now. Everything else, I feel pretty good. Thanks, Dave, for resubscribing. Appreciate that. Oh man, does the audio sound pretty good, guys? I bought 2 new mics for you guys. I got some high quality mics going here. I know for TikTok the video looks amazing. I think that looks really good. I know it does not look as good for YouTube, but I'm still debating how to fix that. I'm not there yet. The Swift Trio was $239.99, and I could get 2 other Trophy Ridges for the same price. I hear you. Don't forget to dial back down. Yeah, MM's no joke there, my friend. you mess with that dial, you got to know where you're at. That's for sure. Redline is interesting, guys, because they have like this on the torch, not this one specifically, but the torch that they sent me. They have like a metal plate that goes here. Maybe this one does too. No, it don't look like it. Anyway, they have these metal plates that go on the inside that have markers. See, this is how I do it because I'm so lazy and I don't care. I just put little marks 20, 30, 40, and that's it. I didn't even put a separate piece on here. I literally just I sighted in those spots and that's it. I left it there because that's all I was going to shoot with it. And I knew it, so I was like, you know what, I'm good with the tape as long as I know where to put it. Oh man. Swift Trio sight. Oh, that's a Trophy Ridge, yeah. Yeah, 240. It's a nice one though. I do like how they have horizontal and vertical. All metal. That's a nice piece of equipment right there. And like I said, guys, $250 or below, $299 or below is more than enough for a bow site, especially for bow hunting. So don't get mixed into all this crazy talk of these $500-$600 sites. I mean, honestly, like some of those sites are more money than the bows. It's crazy. Think about it. I mean, absolutely kind of loony, really. You know, like what are we doing here? Like, why would I spend? Oh, well, thanks, Mac. Appreciate that, my friend. Let me get you queued in there. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's just do a coffee and archery talk here. We'll probably stick on around here till about 11. Head up and get the day going here, just laying around with COVID. Nothing much happens, you know what I mean? I am trying to finish ordering this camera, though, for this stream for YouTube. I just trying to figure out what camera to get. Sucks because they're all $500 or up. So, I don't know. I just, it's one of those things where you buy a camera that you like this camera here. I'll never use this for anything else but streaming because it actually broke. I actually dropped it once and broke the back plate off. You can't see anything on the back of it. But then I thought, well, I can still use it to stream because I'm at, so it's a perfect win. But then like these other cameras, it's like, okay, I could get a $500 Sony that's okay, but I'll never use it outside of the stream. And I thought maybe I should get a camera that's usable outside the stream as well. But then you're talking $700-$800, right? So it's like, ugh, it's so frustrating trying to figure out what to do there. But I want to provide you guys great quality. I don't like giving you mediocre quality from the stream. Thanks, BOAB. If you could email me, that would be excellent, my friend. BowHunterPlanet@gmail.com. Just to start that conversation. If you can send some pictures of the bow as well, so I know what it is. At gmail.com. I don't know if they'll let me put the email there, so I did that way. Oh, sorry, guys. What kind of was that? 5-pin? That was black gold, yeah. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate that. So they have the photochromatic, and then what they did too is they did the center mass thing, this year to fit their new Bowtech bows. And apparently, I think that's coming to me as well. So hopefully I can show you guys that. And they put their own bar, their own size bar to go through their riser. So they had to change it because they couldn't copy the Matthews one directly, but they copied the concept. Rob, thanks for purchasing that subscription, my friend. You will now be entered into the Hoyt BTM 31 giveaway. I like saying it like that. It sounds good. Oh, man. Oh, so what do I do, guys? What do I do? What do I get? First off, we need a new camera, so you guys start donating. Donate. Help me fix this camera. Morning, Dave. How you doing? Yeah, let me know when you get time if you want that bow. Yes or no is fine either way. I have it sitting there for you, so if you want it, I can package it up, get it out the door, get it rolling for you. All right, see you. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Oh man, we were just talking archery. We were talking. We had some sites we were talking about, some brands, and having fun with that. The difference in size though is crazy, isn't it? Think about it. It's like massive difference there. I mean, I like the red line inner better. I like that they're copies of the spot hog look. You know, I like them. Ooh, man. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna head out as well. I think it's time to take some medicine and relax a little bit. Ooh, I will talk about that real quick though, Dave. I like that comment. What's your thoughts on the 4-year doe ban in northern Wisconsin? Ooh, um, first off, I don't hunt in Wisconsin, so I don't know what kind of issues they're having. I will say that right off the bat, so I can't speak to that part of it. But I will say I'm not against bans like this because I feel like it's nice to build up the deer population. In Michigan, I can speak to that a little bit more. I would prefer to see a ban on buck kills, like no bucks for 4 years. I'd be totally down with that because it would then allow us to grow some giant bucks, which we have the potential to do here. We just can't get people to do it, or just a 1 buck. Even if we just do a 1 buck, what's up, Brian? Even if we just did a 1 buck thing, but banning all does would be a hard one, and I don't know. Are they overkilling the does there now? Is that part of the problem? That would be hard because really you're kind of closing hunting for 4 years. I mean, because if you're just hunting for bucks, you're going to wipe out the bucks too. So it's kind of a strange situation, I guess. I've never heard of such a thing. I would think they would limit it, like 1 doe per person, or a lottery, maybe. Or they must be in that bad of shape that they have to actually just close the hunting. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Never heard of such a thing, but I did hear that came, and I heard people were talking about it. I'm all for helping the population. I just don't know how you do that. You know, each state's different in how they operate, and I don't know what Wisconsin has done to this point to cause the issue. You know what I mean? That's the bigger. Like, are they letting people just kill as many does they want constantly? Because that's a terrible idea, and that's probably what has happened. I'm assuming. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. Let me grab your extra spot. Yeah, I got that Michigan COVID, baby. That's what I got. Just finally getting out of it. Sounds like a cold, but it's actually the tail end of the COVID I had for the past week. Terrible. Ugh. I still got aches in my back. Can't get anything done. Can't get any videos done besides sitting here trying to really talk through these things. Stuff knows. I feel pretty good overall, though. I think just that issue. Oh God, Mossy, I wish it was like that here in Michigan. We could really do some amazing hunting in Michigan, and it would help you if Michigan did that because it keeps the Michigan hunters out of Ohio. Honestly, a lot of Michigan hunters go to Ohio to hunt because it's so bad here. Yeah, this is my second time, Ryan. Yeah, my second. Probably. I've been trying to eat spicy food. Like I can't taste anything, but I've been trying to eat a lot of pad thai and adding extra spice to it just to help clear my nostrils. Mossy said when I started hunting here in Ohio, it was buck only for a few years. Yeah, so it might be a fix they have to have. I don't know. Might be a fix they have to have. We'll see. Oh, you know what I got in the mail the other day, guys? I forgot to tell you that. I got a whole bunch of Moultrie stuff. Moultrie sent us a whole bunch of stuff to play with and show you guys. So very excited to pull that out soon here. I got to get those hooked up, talk to them about getting the accounts online for free, hopefully, because that way you have to pay $100 a month to get everything rolling. But if they can do that, I can at least get some in the field right away and go take a drive and we can get some tests done and see how they work. So pretty excited. Thanks, Colton. Appreciate that, my friend. Sucks you can only do it when I'm live most of the time, so that's why it's hard to. I gotta stay live for people that join and stuff. Yeah, so we'll see. I got a couple videos coming up, for YouTube that's gonna hit. I got to work on them. I'm not done with them, but I do have a lot of good ideas coming up. I do have a lot of people coming to our studio this year, including G5, rack broadheads, triple point broadheads. I've invited a lot more of those people as well. So hopefully we can get some really cool content for you guys based on those visits, conversation pieces I plan to have with them. I'm gonna try to make a lot of little videos out of those type of things, but we'll see how that plays out. Because I know people don't like to watch super long videos, but if we can get some really important cuts in there, and I'm gonna push campaigns, see if I can get him to stop by as well. Ain't gonna happen, but sure. Dudley said he'd come on the show though, so I don't have him on as well. So if you guys get questions for people like Dudley, let me know. Love to have your questions ready when those people come on. And Kyle Douglas, I got him come on this week, so that'll be cool. We'll talk to him. Lighted knock video. I've done so many lighted knock videos over the years, but I do like to do some new ones. Yeah, it's hard to do them here. I need like a lot more room. So those I tend to focus on at Jay's house or we'll be on my camp because I can shoot 60 yarders because it just looks cool when you see the lights go through the sky. Pretty sick. All right, we'll see you YouTube. I'm going to cut out one at a time here, but we'll see you YouTube. Have a great day. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.